as the young male balances precariously, using his claws to grapple the branches and pick off berries by their hundreds. One Eye patiently watches his antics. She's going to wait for the fruit to come to her. It's a waiting game for the Veddas as well. They've had no luck in their search for food. Although their stamina has been tried and tested by years spent on the forest trails, with temperatures now soaring to over 35 degrees Celsius, even Veddas need water. But if you know where to look, even the driest riverbed can yield a few precious drops. And where there's water, there should be fish. Taking their lead from their dogs, the group sets off once again. It's been almost half a day since they set off on their search, and still no sign of prey. As leader of the remaining Vedda clans, the decline in animals is of particular concern for Chief Vaniya.
When I was younger, there were animals all around our homes. Now we have to walk 10 to 20 kilometers each day. And even then, we may only find a single animal. The country is growing. There are more people and fewer animals.
At the grove of palu trees, something much larger has already wandered onto the scene. The young leopards, as inquisitive as ever, can't help themselves. His curiosity, far stronger than his fear, the male breaks cover to take a closer look. Nearby, Old One Eye is not in the least bit concerned by the giant's arrival. It's almost as if she's been expecting him. This is a tusker, one of only a handful of male elephants in Sri Lanka who carry tusks. He's a rare visitor in these parts, but just like everyone else, he's been lured by the palu. While the young bear continues his acrobatics in the uppermost branches of the tree, the tusker employs a more direct approach. Once he's had his fill, One Eye moves in. She now has a feast at her feet. And while other less experienced bears work hard to get their meals, she's got all this palu to herself. But in the world of sloth bears, trouble is always on the horizon. The land of the bear is surrounded by the stony embrace of a granite mountain range. Their misty presence forms a permanent geographic boundary that bathes the forest in its own microclimate. The leopard cubs have wandered to the water's edge, taking this rare opportunity to fill up in the heat of the drought. The young male spots the herd of wallowing buffalo. And instantly, he's got mischief on his mind again. Under the palu trees, the effects of the fruit are slowly beginning to show. The accumulated sugars from the digesting berries have fermented in the sloth bear's stomachs, producing a potent alcohol. While one eye quietly collapses in a contented heap, others react very differently. In a nearby tree, an older male has gone into overdrive. The potion brewing inside his stomach has given him an adrenaline rush. And his behavior is attracting the attention of other troublemakers. A group of males, already in a boisterous mood, close in on the trees. Right now, they're quarreling amongst themselves. But if they notice One Eye, she'll be in trouble. Despite her drowsiness, the old female has heard them coming. Her best hope for escape is up. For an old bear, this is asking a lot. But the gang is closing in. And that's all the incentive she needs to make her decision. It's a tough climb for those old legs. But One Eye is safe, for now. And that's more than can be said for the young leopard. The male still has a lot to learn. He's blown his cover. Having claimed this precious waterhole, the buffalo herd is torn between abandoning it or staying put and facing the enemy. It's a game of dare that looks set to last well into the night. Meanwhile, the Vedas have found what they've been looking for. There are important plants and trees in the forest that they've mentally mapped out over generations. Having completed their task of guiding the way, the Veda's best friends settle down as the hard work begins. It's this tree that the Vedas have been walking miles for. The chemicals packed inside the tough green husks are what gives the species its common name, the fish poison tree.